So now that the EMILIA-Romagna Grand Prix is all done and dusted, let us go on over the Audience Prediction Championship scores. Now I do just have to apologise for the brief delay in this video. My life has been a wee bit on the hectic side with work lately, and unfortunately I have not yet started on the full data analysis video, which usually would come out today or tomorrow, but it's looking unlikely. Perhaps Thursday, maybe Friday. But I thought I do need to actually get you guys the results to the Audience Prediction Championship for those of you who have entered into the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. And a huge congratulations goes to Medard for scoring 40 points for this Grand Prix, having taken one of their 5 boosts. Now unfortunately we do have a small bit of a coding issue where it pops out an NA value in the boosts left column. I haven't had the time yet to fix this issue. The whole boosts left will be corrected in the seasons tables, which will pop up in a moment's time. But just behind Medard is Danielle B, scoring 38, also opting to choose one of their boosts. It actually has to fall down to Alita M, who scored 17, to be the first person who didn't use a boost. We then get Hassan MSH, Joshua ZA, who was our last Grand Prix winner, Ket and Arturo Salazar in the top 10. We've then got to go all the way down to the second to last position to find myself joint on 5 with Jess 392. An absolute doozy set of predictions from both of us. There are then an awful lot of people that are joint on 10, as well as Tom Sayer on 12, Mika Takkanen on 14, Gerald Thomas on 15, and again people have used some of their boosts and some people haven't. Now if you guys want to get involved in this Audience Prediction Championship series, then please do catch the videos that release on a Wednesday or a Thursday before a Grand Prix weekend, where I try and predict the weekend's action. Now just remember, the boosts, you get 5 of them for this year for a chance to double your overall weekend's tally. So just because someone has used it this weekend and has scored mammoth amounts of points means you will have a chance of catching them back up when you start to use your boosts. But if we just take a look at some of the most accurate stats, the most accurate qualifying set of predictions came from Gerald Thomas, getting the top 4 spot on. Verstappen, Leclerc, Perez and Sainz for the sprint race, with him predicting Russell to be in P5, but unfortunately he wasn't quite there. Then again, it is Gerald Thomas for the race, getting Verstappen and Perez in the correct place, but predicting Leclerc and Sainz to be 3rd and 4th. Now again, there is a small formatting issue, as Sainz is highlighted as being in the, or correct, but in the wrong place. That should actually be highlighted towards Russell. Now again, this is a formatting issue. There seems to be a lot of those that have actually popped up. This does not affect the overall scores. I just haven't quite had the time yet to fix the formatting issues. Which means that our most accurate weekend predictor was Gerald Thomas overall. Congratulations to you. Now there are an awful lot of correct bold statements, with quite a few of them being the high risk statements. There are going to be at least 2 red flags. We had 5 in qualifying alone. There will be raindrops in at least one of the official F1 outings, the free practices, the sprints, qualifying or the race, pretty much across the whole weekend. Leclerc during the weekend will have a crash or a DNF or an I am stupid moment. He really did at the Variante Alta. It will rain during the race, but not during the sprint. Aston Martin will even score points. There were then a couple of the medium risk statements, as well as a couple of the low risk statements. So congratulations if one of yours came true. Now remember, the bold statements do carry these 3 levels of risk: low, medium and high, with various scorings as well that go alongside them. 2 points for low risk, 5 points for medium and 10 points for a high risk statement. And so that leads me on into the season's positions tables. We have a joint tie at the top with current defending champion Evan Darcy and Joshua ZA. They are joint on 92. However, Evan Darcy has used 2 of their boosts already in the first 4 races of this year, which is 1 more than Joshua ZA. We've then got Mika Takkanen, who has also used 2 boosts on 80 points, with Danielle B and Elian extremely close behind. Now everybody in the top 10, even all the way down to Ket, have used a boost just outside of the top 20. Now there is also an average points for the rounds that you have entered column. This is just to the right of the overall bold score. Now this is used for those of you who haven't entered into every single one of these predictions. And you can then use it to compare yourself to people who have entered into every single one, like myself or even Evan Darcy. So if we head back to the season's tables and take a look at Medard, who actually scored the most in this round, down in positions 21 to 30 table, he has an average score of 24.5 for the rounds that they have entered, which is actually more than Evan Darcy and Joshua ZA. And then finally, we have 78 individual entries into this season, which is absolutely mega so far. We can continue this throughout the whole season. This is absolutely mega. Now, nearly everybody has used at least one of their boosts, but there still are a couple of people who are yet to use one of them, saving them for perhaps some of the more traditional boring Grand Prix where it could be more advantageous to use one of the boosts. Now, a huge thank you has to go to Sue Dawson and Elliot Crosson for being my supporters over on Patreon. If you guys feel like you want to support the channel financially, there are a few options for you. All of these are listed in the description down below. Any form of financial support is greatly appreciated from myself if you find the content worthy enough of doing so. And equally, you will receive a shout out at the end of the videos in my Patreon thanks section. So a big thank you once again goes to Sue Dawson and Elliot Crosson. But that is all I've got for you today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next episode of whatever and whenever I decide to make it. I'll see you guys then.